Hey! All right, Gary, how are you doing, kid? Oh, it's old Jim here. Well, you know what? I've got a lovely little message for you, and it's from Samantha, one of your girls, you know. And you've got 3 girls, haven't you? Yeah. Anyway, so she's got in touch and she just said, "Can you just have a nice little talk to me dad and tell him that he's been a wonderful dad to our 3 girls, and they're really, really proud of you." And I think that's really nice, you know, kid. I really like that message. Anyway, it said here, he's had a tough time, and he's sure a little pep talk from me. I'll mean the world to him. Well, I'll tell you what, kid, it's got here. His favourite moments are a bit of the old brown sauce and when Nana farts. Well, I can sort you out for the sauce bit, but not for Nana. No. But having said that, you know, Gary, she was my favourite. Oh, I loved her. I loved her as a human being. She was wonderful. And people didn't realise what a wonderful actress she was. And let me tell you something. You know, she lost some jobs. She lost some jobs because the star of whatever show she was in was jealous of the laughs that Nana was getting. She was that good. She used to upstage, not deliberately, she just naturally funny, and she upstaged the star and she got the bloody elbow. Can you imagine that nowadays? She was wonderful. And I'm very fortunate. Now and again I do the after dinner circuit. I get invited to speak at functions and fundraisers and all like that. And I tell people stories about Nana and they're laughing their head off. They can't believe what a sense of humour she had. She was wonderful and I loved her. She was my favourite. We all got on like a house on fire. I loved Caroline. I loved Craig Cash. I loved Lakey. And I loved all the others. But Nana was my favourite. And when she wasn't working, she used to come on the set. And she always came on at lunchtime. And she'd say, "I was just passing." And I should say, "Go here, you bloody miserable old so-and-so. You get pension as a bloody bad name, you. What do you mean? What do you mean? You're always passing just when it's dinner time." And I'll bet you'll say, oh, are they mince pies? Can you just take a go? "Oh, I'll have a little couple of them meat pies as well." And I say, "Oh, is that it?" I say, "Go on, you've said a bloody pensioner. You're on your pension and everything." I said, "You're taking the food out of our bloody mouths." She was wonderful. I loved her, lad. I bloody loved her. And you know, when she retired, she went down to Brighton, Hastings or Brighton, and she got a flat, like a self-contained, whatever you call it, where she had, in a complex, but she had her own front door key, and she had a little flat, and so did everyone else in the complex. And you know, Lakey, what a good lad he turned out to be. He used to go and visit her every so often, and he would take a load of ladies' magazines, 6 magazines for her. The next time he went, he would take her a bloody big bouquet of flowers. The next time he'd go to see her, he'd take her a basket full of fruit and cakes and stuff. He was good like that. Anyway, he's now in America because his girlfriend is a screenwriter, and he's in America, and he phones me up. And he keeps me in touch with him, and he's doing really, really well. And people don't know, you know, when he started acting, but he was really training to be a doctor. And people say, "Oh, go away." He was training to be a doctor. And you know what? Isn't this funny? His younger brother is a doctor in the Royal Hospital in Liverpool now. And he's been there for a while. Yeah, so it must run in the family. But as I say, he's doing well in the States. He's going out with a girl who's a screenwriter. He's fabulous. Anyway, I'm doing fine. I'm going around the country in this play. So listen, if you see this, I want you to get tickets, Samantha, right? For you and your dad, you've got to come and see the show. We have a live band on stage, and hear him singing. You've heard no one like him. Oh, the show is fabulous. And they're just some of the theatres we've been to, some of them. Last year we've done 34 theatres, afternoon and night, every one completely sold out. Even over in Ireland, we took an Irish band over to Ireland with us. And it was so successful, they've asked us if we'll go back again. So remember the name of the play. It's called Irish Annie. And he's got a website, so you can always have a look on Ace's website. But so we had a fabulous time, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And I go to Anfield, you know, football. I like football. And I go and see that lad there scratching his head on that photograph. That's the best writer on television. He's won more awards than anyone. His name is Jimmy McGovern. He wrote Cracker, Moving On, Hillsborough, Brookside, everything. And he's got, I believe his mantelpiece is full of BAFTA awards. And he's won, and I sit next to him at the match. And on the other side of me is a lad who used to play for Liverpool, a real lovely, lovely lad, footballer called Sammy Lee. Sammy Lee, he's all wonderful. And we have a great time. We go with a director called Colin McEwen, who's got his own production company in Liverpool called LA Productions. And he's got some, as a matter of fact, I think it's next week, we're up for an award. We've got to go all the way to Birmingham for the Royal Television Society Award. I've been nominated with Sue Johnson for Ricky and Sue. So, you know, at my age, 85, and I'm going around and I'm doing gigs like that and doing theatre and doing a bit of stand-up and stuff like that. I'm the luckiest guy in the world, kid. I am the luckiest guy in the world. But anyway, the important thing here is, lad, Gary, is that these girls are made up. And I'm just them couple of words, I'm going to read them. Not very often I'll do it, but I love when people wear their heart on the sleeve. It's got here. Please tell my dad he's been a wonderful dad to us three girls, and we are really, really proud of him. That's enough for me. You know. And it said, you've had a tough time, you've had a tough life. Well, we all have. As you know, I was imprisoned in 73 by the Conservative government, and then, I come out unscathed, mentally not unscathed, but the lad who was with me, he didn't. He come out and died, didn't he, from the treatment he got inside. But so we've all got to cross the bear. But listen, them girls think the world of you, and that's the main thing for me. And as I say, I'm doing okay, and I'd love to meet you. I'd like you to come to one of the nights when Irish Annie is around. They haven't put what area you're from, otherwise I could have told you. But look, I've got my golden egg cup. That takes one full measure of Baileys. I love a Baileys. And then, because I've done a bit of Shakespeare, Ken Dodd's wife, Lady Anne Dodd, bought me one of them, a Shakespearean egg cup. And that takes 1.5 measures. So as I say, listen, I've had the time of my bloody life. I love every day. I love every day. And, sometimes I sit here and I say this, bloody hell, no chip pan. Someone at the door, Lurky, if it's the invisible man, tell him I can't see him. Nana, do you like wafer-thin ham? And, I'm just going to see Mustafa. Mustafa, shit. Oh, you'll have to excuse me. The turtle's head's coming. But you know what? You know what I do the after dinner circuit? I tell people about Dave. He was so funny, and me and Lake used to deliberately make him laugh when it was his turn to say his lines, and he couldn't say it for laughing. And Caroline used to get a cob on. She used to make him stand in the naughty corner, and he spent that much time in the naughty corner. The lads, the chippies on the job, they can make anything in 10 minutes, them fellas. They made a little wooden cell with a stool in, and he used to have to go and sit in the cell, and we used to lock the door on. Because he couldn't tell his lines for laughing. We had a wonderful time. Oh, thanks to that bloody Carolina Head, she was wonderful. So I've had a wonderful time, and I'm looking forward to next year. As I say, we're going back to Ireland. I'm going, and as I say, I love every day. I love every bloody day, kid. And people love to hear the stories and who I met and what was when I met De Niro, what was he like? What was Samuel Jackson like when you worked with him? What was Lauren Bacall like when you danced with her? What was Ken Loach like when you done it? Because I've done a couple of movies to him. I'm 85 now, lad, and I didn't get in the acting game till I was about 46. And I've had the time of my life. I've had the time of my life. And look what I've got now. I've even got my own chip pan. In case I ever go back to the Pale of Bloody Prestatyn. So come on, girls, are you ready? Yeah. Where is it, right? Happy birthday. Are you ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gary. Happy birthday to you. And a little touch of the old brown sauce, eh, Gary? And one of Nana's. Oh, thank you. God bless you all. All have a wonderful Christmas. Ta-ra, kid.